So I'm sure at some point in your life, you've wondered, why are you here? You've wondered, what is the purpose of your existence and why live? Just think about that for a second. Why do you eat? Why do you sleep? Why do you work? Why do you have a house? I think we can say, okay, I work because I want money. I eat because I'm hungry. I have a house because I want somewhere to live. But the bottom line is you want to live. And these things help you to live. This is more simple than you may think. So then the question comes that we're all wrestling with is, how do I live? And how do I live well? And how do I live a good life? And that's going to be up to you to decide. I have some ideas that I want to share with you. But the bottom line, the foundation is, the purpose of living is just to live. Just live. And don't give up living. Keep moving forward. Take it one step at a time, one day at a time. And don't give up. That's the key. Don't be stationary. Be open to change. I mean, just look around. We're getting ready to go into the fall season. Summer is wrapping up. And the trees are starting to change. And the weather is changing. I live in the Houston area and it's been raining a lot because we're getting ready to enter into the hurricane season. So everything around us is changing. That's a reality of life. We're going to experience change, and to be open to that is going to be able to put you ahead of that change, because you're going to be aware that, okay, whatever I'm experiencing right now is not going to be forever, because like everything else around me changing, my life is going to change as well. I'm going to grow. I know I'm kind of rambling, but I want to close this video. We'll give you guys some things to think about as you're trying to live well, and some things to consider to help you live better. The first thing is to stop resisting the present. I think one of the worst things we can do is to keep our minds focused on the past and just regretting everything that we did in the past, and maybe even being sad about some decisions that we made, and just kind of living in the past. You know some people like that they kind of peaked in high school, or they peaked in college, and everything else in their lives is kind of just whatever, because those past experiences were the highlight of their existence. And that's sad. And then you have people that always think about the future. They're always talking about what's going to happen, or what they think is going to happen, or they're worried about what's going to happen. And that makes them anxious. That makes them uneasy about living. The key to living a good life is to be here in this present moment and just surrender to what is going on right now, and not just focusing on what happened yesterday or what's going to happen tomorrow, but looking at what's happening right now and doing something with what you get right now. It's a beautiful thing to just be here. And what if here is enough? Number 2 is to learn to take responsibility. We love to blame. We love to point fingers. We love to make excuses. But we are responsible for our lives. We're responsible for living. Even if we're in jail, we're still responsible for living. You can lock me up, you can put me in jail, but I still have my mind. I still have my emotions. I still have my existence. We do have more control than what we like to say, and taking responsibility for that is a great way to live. So if you make a mistake, own up to that mistake. And don't define yourself by that mistake. Keep living and keep moving forward and learn and grow from that mistake. A lot of us make mistakes, and the rest of our lives is based upon that mistake. You don't have to live like that. Take responsibility, keep moving forward, keep living. Number 3, become aware of evil. I would define evil as anything that prevents you from living. It's evil if it doesn't help you live, because evil backwards is live. Maybe you didn't know that. But anything that does not help you live is evil. So if it's stress, stress can be evil. If it's hatred and anger, that can be evil. If it's worrying about the future, that could be evil. If it's not showing love and compassion to those that deserve it, which is everybody, that can be evil. You're gonna have to define this for yourself, and I think it's gonna be very simple for you to do that in your own life. What is bringing you fruit? What is bringing you peace? I think these are things that are the opposite of evil. These are things that are helping you to live. Keep that in mind. Be aware of evil. Don't just cling to the superficial definitions that we've been given, but go beyond that and look at things in your life that are preventing you from living healthy and living well and try to rid yourself, take responsibility and try to rid yourself of those things that are not helping you live. Life is simple, it really is, and life is beautiful. Regardless of what they're telling you on the news, regardless of what you're hearing at school, regardless of what people around you are saying, man, life is beautiful and living is beautiful. Yeah, we have our challenges. Yeah, we struggle, but that's part of it. That's part of living. And I want to keep living, and I want to keep going, and I hope you want to keep going too. Some people are still living, but they've ended their lives a long time ago. Don't do that. Please don't do that. Keep living. It's worth it. Life is worth living.